So it's Sunday morning and I've just lit the fire. It feels a bit cold and it's just a bit damp outside. I think that's why it feels cold. And we're not having regular fires. We're certainly not at the stage where we're having a fire all the time. But the trouble is, by late afternoon we'll be a bit hot. When Cleo and Etienne were here yesterday, I had to open the door to let some cool air in because it got a bit hot. But at the moment it's a bit cold, and I don't want Mark to get cold or colder. We've got lots of kindling. When I order my shopping, the vegetables come in a wooden tray, very thin wooden trays, and Mark cut some up the other day, so I've got a lot of that for kindling, and there's other trays out there that he can cut up, and then we've got paper. We get paper bags that come with the shopping as well, and then any paper packing. So we've got lots of fire starting material. We've got a load of logs here that he brought in before his procedure, and I've got a trolley of logs that I took out yesterday and I was clearing up before Claire and Etienne came, so that can come back in, and that's all the dry. There's loads of it out the back, but that's from our big chestnut tree that came down 20 months ago. So we haven't even started on the wood, and I don't know what we'll do, how much of that wood that we had delivered the other day that we'll use if we get into it this winter. We might do. But there was a lot left over of the wood. Well, there was 6 pallets of wood left that we hadn't touched from our last delivery. So the longer we can be burning our own wood, the better. Mrs. Cat. She'll probably spend the day there. You're going to spend the day there, Jazz? Hello? She's listening, paying attention. So we both had a better sleep last night, I think. I certainly wasn't so disturbed by Mark as I had been the night before. So yeah, I think we both had a better sleep. I didn't get up. That's quite unusual. It's really nice not to have to get up, but I don't have to get up, but actually laying there is just depressing. So I didn't get up last night. So we both have slept really well. He's really stiff though. I wish that his physio appointment that he's got Tuesday, I wish I'd managed to get him fitted in for at the end of last week, but I had no idea when he was coming home anyway. And there just wasn't an appointment until this Tuesday appointment. And I did the knee bending thing with him yesterday, and I don't want to do that. It's hurting my neck. So we've got bands that you can hang from a doorway and pull down on. I bought those last year, so I've said to him that he must do that today. I know that he's reluctant, but he needs to do it. He needs to do at least a little bit of physio. Otherwise, he's going to have quite a mountain to climb if he doesn't. I mean, he's coming up and down the stairs, but he stopped halfway down this morning, and it's quite an effort for him to get up and down the stairs. I don't know how he was last year this time. It feels like a weekday today. It's Sunday, but it just feels like a weekday, and I don't know why. It's our only day of nothing going on, which I'm quite happy about. Tomorrow morning, the Benoit, the nurse, will come and do the dressing and take a blood test, because they test him each week for his platelets. For the 4 weeks, I think they do that. So yeah, it just feels like a weekday. What else? What have I been looking at? I'm going to have to think for a minute. I've been looking at Twitter a lot. That's what I've been looking at. And of course, it's all full, well, on my Twitter feed, because obviously the people I follow, that's what I'm going to get. But there's a lot about Trump falling asleep at rallies, or looking like he's fallen asleep. Elon Musk tampering with the election, offering money to people in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, if they to go out and vote, or to register to vote or something. Just completely illegal. And there was a bit from Fox and Friends. It might have been Fox and Friends rather than Fox News. Fox and Friends, of Trump sitting on a white sofa, but sitting on something, and lots of questions about what was he sitting on. I'm very inclined to believe it was a protective covering for the white sofa, based on the rumours that he wears diapers. So I don't know. And people were saying, oh, it's his suit jacket. I don't think it's his suit jacket. It doesn't look like his suit jacket. Anyway, how many days is it? How many days? Where are we? Today is the 20th. Today is my grandson's birthday. And so that's 20, so that's 11 plus 5 is 16 days. 10 plus 5, 16 days. And then it won't be, for me, it won't be till the 6th that we find out what the results are, I think. And then that's not all of the results, is it? I don't know how it works. It's I don't understand electoral college stuff. And but hopefully there'll be a good indication of what's happened. Fingers crossed, keep everything crossed. But it's still, 3 weeks to go. 3 weeks, 16 days, is that 3 weeks? No, it's just over 2 weeks, isn't it? Just over 2 weeks. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, hasn't it? But I think there's been some real pivotal moments. The single cat ladies thing was massive, and I think many hundreds of thousands of women will not vote because of that. So they lost the female vote, and then there was the comment from Trump that she turned black. Suddenly she was black. Like, it's going to lose a lot of the black vote. He's had a go at the Jews. He's had a go at the Christians. Who else has he had a go at? They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. The best thing so far in the last few days was the Latino guy, Gonzalez something. I can't remember his name, and I'm not at my laptop but computer, so I can't see, who stood and said, I was a Republican, or I voted Republican, but I need you to persuade me to do that again. And then he just dealt the truth to Trump about, you didn't manage COVID properly, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. Just really gave it to him as it is. And so many journalists don't do that. They seem to be stymied by their bosses, because most of the media is on the side of Trump. And but he just said it as it was. I think it was brilliant. I think he's a hero. So that's what I've been looking at, Twitter mainly. Right, I'm going to go and cook. I'm going to cook chicken and rice and spice it up a bit. We need some spicy food. Mark's been fancying Chinese since we watched them all sitting late one night on the West Wing eating takeaway Chinese. Well, I can't buy takeaway Chinese without going for an hour somewhere. I'm not going to do that. And on Sunday, I wouldn't be able to do that anyway. So I'm just going to see if I can do some chicken and rice, and that will have to suffice. So that's it for now. And see you sometime in the week. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers.